Okay, hello. My name's Freya. I live in Glasgow with my girlfriend and my two cats. Uh, Thank you for clicking the video. Thank you for watching. If you're new, if you've come back from the other ones, that's pretty cool. Um, I'll start off how everyone starts off and talk about the weather because it's thunderstorms and it's overcast and it's been raining and I've been out and my hair's got wet and this is as good as it gets. So I'll not talk too much about that because we're here for the knitting. First of all, I will start off with what I am wearing. This is a new cast on in between from when I last filmed to now. Like I cast it on and I've finished it already because I absolutely love it. It is the Simply Wave Crop by Ching Fibre Company. I'm not really showing it off that great, but like, that's my pyjamas. Yeah, I absolutely love this design. I saw it on Instagram and I'm pretty sure the pattern was released like a couple of days before I'd seen it, and I literally bought it that day and cast it on that day as well. For this I used leftovers and yarn that my auntie gave me a couple of years back. I played yarn chicken like nothing else on this, by the way. It's handed down leftover. I was handed down some mohair from my auntie. I knitted my first ranunculus with it, and then with the leftovers from that I made this. And this is how much I have left. So that was pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. And this is the yarn that I used for the main yarn. This pattern calls for a 4-ply and a mohair, which I think is beautiful. Now this is passed down from my auntie, my other auntie. I saw it, or if anyone's seen, I'll link the Instagram or the website below, but if anyone's seen the actual one that they made to sell the pattern, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm so tempted to spend all of my birthday money and get the kit for that because it's so beautiful and I fell in love with it. This is the yarn that I used. I honestly can't read it, like Kungstgan. She got it from her local yarn shop, I'm sure. I don't know how long ago she got it. I'll try and find it and link it below, but I'm pretty sure I've already tried to find it online and I can't find it anywhere. But anyway, that is a sock yarn actually. That is a 75-25. 75 wool superwash, 25% nylon, and it is a 4-ply. I saw the pattern and I knew I had this yarn. I still got a lot of it left. I could probably make 2 of these with that. Yeah, I saw the yarn and I knew I had it and I was like, do you know what, that is perfect. I had everything, I had the needles. All I needed was to buy the pattern, and in fact, this is probably the most amount of hours that I have put into a jumper. I've not stopped knitting. Like, I'm pretty sure I've knitted for like 10 hours every day. That's probably an exaggeration because we have been doing up our new house. You can probably see all the boxes in the mirror there. I tried to jazz it up with a plant, but it's literally a white room. We're gonna paint it, but anyway, I can't even remember where I was. Yeah, I spent a lot of time knitting this. Do you know what? This is probably the hardest pattern I've knit so far in my knitting journey. I started, so I did my first couple of rows. I was like, oh no, this is not adding up, like the waves. I was like, am I doing something wrong? Anyway, I carried on and I wasn't doing anything wrong, it was fine. and it worked out. One thing I will say is that when I split, I did the size small. When I split for the sleeves, right, the pattern, I'm not going to say too much because it's a paid for pattern, but the pattern for these waves, like, they didn't add up. Like, if I would have done the pattern, these bits would have been here and it wouldn't have flowed like seamlessly. So I changed that. I'm pretty sure I wasn't reading the pattern wrong because I did read it like 10 times for the arms. Anyway, I changed that, and that's literally like the only thing that I changed on this. I knitted a bit longer. I'm pretty sure theirs was like up here, and I was like, absolutely not. I need it longer than that. I don't know if I said, but I have this thing about weighing things and knowing how much yarn I use. Don't know why. I just really like it. And this weighed 125 grams. Now I'm pretty sure that I had about, I can't remember exactly, but maybe like 30 grams mohair and the rest is the 4-ply. And on their website for the kit and stuff, they're saying that you need 200-gram balls of the 4-ply and 150-gram ball. But I got it out of a 100-gram ball for the size small, and I knit it longer. I don't actually think, I think I knit the sleeves shorter, and I'll tell you why. Because see, for this neck, I want it like this, like that's how they showed it on their pictures, was like off the shoulder. But this is an I-cord edge, and they said to pick up so that like it was all bunched up like this. And I tried it, I didn't even try it, like I picked up more stitches than they were saying on the first one, and it was still too bunched up. I didn't like it. I want it to be loose and open to wear it as like over little crop tops like this. So I ripped that out, which is how, this took me like a whole day to do this neckband. Yeah, but I wanted it to be perfect because I absolutely loved the pattern. Anyway, I ripped it out and I picked up like so many more stitches for the neck, for the I-cord, and it was perfect. I'm pretty sure I picked up like literally 4 across the solid and 4 across the mohair, and they were saying to pick up like 2 across the solid and 1 across the mohair, but I didn't want it to be all bunched up here. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure that's why the sleeves, I could get away with knitting them shorter, because obviously if it was bunched up like this, I would have had to have knit them longer. Anyway, that's probably enough talking about that. But in fact, when I saw it, right, I swear I watch other YouTubers, right? But Heather and Hops did her, like, she designed her own jumper situation, and it had these waves patterns on the top, and I fell in love with her design as soon as I saw it. I think it was absolutely beautiful, and when I seen this, I thought of her design. I was like, it's beautiful. Yeah, I've wanted that. I've wanted something like that for so long, and don't get me wrong, I am holding out if she feels ready or able. No pressure at all. I completely understand. I definitely wouldn't try and put out my own pattern because it sounds insanely hard, but if she ever does, I'm probably gonna knit about 10. It's probably gonna be another ranunculus pattern for me. I'm not even ashamed to say it. I am definitely planning on knitting another one of these. Do you know what? I actually bought this pattern before they put out the top version. So this is the crop version, and now they put out a top version. I'm not sure what the difference is, but I think the ratio, like maybe this part is like this and the arms are like the same, like the ratios are different, and I actually really like that look, and I'm kind of gutted that I didn't wait out for that one, but I feel pretty capable to modify this pattern anyway to get that same silhouette, so I'm not too bothered. They're similar anyway. So yeah, that's enough. We'll move on. So another whip, I've got, well technically I've got two. One of them's like whatever, but I finished my bamboo. It's kind of like a colour scheme going on here. Oh, I didn't even notice. So anyway, I finished my bamboo. Let me get the yarn ball. Can I find it? No, probably not. I'm pretty sure it is a Jane. Can you even hear me whilst I'm trying to do this? Oh no, it's right here. Yeah, I was right. Jane C. Brett, Funny Feet, with the bamboo in. 50% superwash wool, 25 polyamide, and 25% bamboo. So I've been wanting, like I said, to make socks with bamboo in for so long, and I don't know, well I do, because the sock yarn is always more expensive, and that sort of always put me off. But anyway, I thought this summer was so hot, and I was wearing my other, I only have one other cropped sock, and I was wearing them so much, and I was like, no, it's too hot. I don't wear any other kind of sock apart from hand knitted socks now. So I needed another pair, and obviously bamboo is much more suitable to warm weather than wool. So I just had to. So I cast on, I used 2.5 and I cast on 60 stitches. I did 10 1x1 rib. Is that going to focus? I did 10, and then I'm pretty sure that I did 10 just knit. I did 18 repeats of the slip stitch heel flap and gusset. Decreased to 62, did 66 rounds, and then I did, is it called a wedge toe? I should know this because I literally have knitted like 35, 40 plus pairs of socks now, probably more. But this is like, I've spent so long and knitted so many pairs of socks to find the perfect sock pattern for me, and I've definitely got it. Like, I have got it down to a T. Many years of hard work have gone into these, but I will say, which I probably am gonna, this is only 50 grams, so I have another 50 grams left, and I'm gonna knit myself another pair. But for the next one, I'm gonna cast on like, maybe even like 56 stitches, because with like an ankle sock, I want it to like be secure on my ankle. And then for a normal sock, 18 repeats of the heel flap and gusset is perfect because I've got such a high instep. But for these ankle socks, I think I might do 17 repeats the next time, just because for ankle socks I've realised I want them a little bit tighter, just because I just don't want them to slip off. So anyway, I'm really happy with those. I have actually worn these. I don't think you can tell. I've worn these, I love them, I'm going to wear them a lot. I only wore them once. I tried not to wear them again because I wanted them to look new. I've not blocked them, but I love them. So, one other finished project? Why have I forgotten the lingo? I have so much leftover yarn from my first year fashion textiles course. I did a whole project using these colours of cotton, so I have so much left. And I've always wanted to make like a swirly granny square. I've not blocked this, so it's all wobbly. So I just decided to use them up and make a pot. It's not a holder, Like, I wanted to put this down on the counter and be able to put hot pots on them so I don't put them on the surface. So yeah, not really much to say. That is a 4-ply. These are drops. Drops, 4-ply, whatever cotton is that called? I don't know. Cotton 4-ply drops. I used a 3.5mm and I used a YouTube tutorial that I will link below. Can't remember what it's called or who it's by, but I'll put it below anyway. Do you know what? I'm yet to use this. I'm pretty sure it'll work. It's probably a bit too big. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, that's one. There's not really much to say about that. It is what it is. Now, the last time I just bought the wool for a test knit. I should have looked what this test knit is called before I started this, but I don't know. It's by Threadalicious, if I'm right. And I got the West Yorkshire Spinners Boy Peep Baby 4-ply yarn, and it is 50% Falkland wool and 50% nylon, polyamide, something like that anyway. This is what it is. That is getting blown out quite a lot. I'll link it below anyway. Now, I've never used like 25, I've never used like a wool mixed with a plastic for a garment before. I've knit like I've crocheted, I've knit 100% acrylic stuff, but I don't like it. I've not worn them. I just don't like how they feel. So I was a bit worried when I got this that I wouldn't like it, but do you know what? I've not even said what it is, but do you know what? I actually really like. I really like it. Like, the drape is really nice. So this is it. It's like just like a t-shirty top, raglan, textured, using like knits and pearls. Really simple and simple, and you read the pattern. And then you just knit. Basically, you remember it and you just go. So that's what I've been doing. It's on a 3.5, which is apart from the Outline Tank by Jessie Maid. This is the smallest needles that I have used to knit a jumper or a top. The biggest garment, smallest needles. And I'm terrified. I was terrified, to be honest. I don't think I knew what I was getting myself into. It just takes so long, like so long. And I've always been scared of that. But here we are, and I'm determined to push on and finish this as soon as possible, just so that the designer can get the feedback as soon as possible. I really like the drape. Like, it's just satisfying. I don't know if you know what I mean, but it's just like satisfying to hold. So I'm excited to wear it. I've tried it on like as we go, so that, you know, I split for the shoulders with the right length and all that. Do you know what? I actually don't have that much to go because it is a wee bit cropped, the actual top. A couple of inches anyway, which will take a while. Actually, knitting on this, for some reason, I don't know why, but knitting on this has really hurt my arm. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I am literally knitting 24/7. and it's not actually this, it's just a accumulation of so much knitting. But I think it's because it's like a knit one purl one textured thing, so I'm kind of using, I'm like a flicker. I wrap it here, over here, and then like a flick. I used to like hold the yarn like this and like move it around every stitch, and I did that for so long. I kept on like dabbling in like the wrappy flicking situation, but I just couldn't grasp it. But one day I kind of just clicked. So anyway, that's what I do now, and maybe it's because I'm using like a little bit more movement, and that's like, it's like here and here. Oh, this can be so painful. But I like, oh, I know people are like, if you get the pain then you need to stop, and I'm like, no. I stop for like half an hour, not even, and I give it a massage, and then I'm back at it, and then it just goes in a cycle. So I have had to split up, like I was knitting this and I was knitting this. I just had to cast on something else because doing the same movement all the time was just hurting too much, which is a shame, to be honest. So that's a whip, and I've got another whip. Now, if you know me in real life and you expect Christmas presents from me, do not watch. Skip like 10 minutes, maybe not even that, but skip. Don't even chance it. I have started Christmas knitting. Well done me. Yeah, I started Christmas knitting early because I am determined to like knit everybody something, and that's probably like too much. Like, I'm already doing too much. I'm already feeling really overwhelmed with life, and now I'm throwing this into the mix. But I do have, I can't do maths. Where are we? Like 3.5 months? 4? 3.5? 3.5? Something like that. Anyway, to knit them. So don't watch, skip over it. The lighting is going. I'm gonna move closer to the window. You are in front of a window. So don't watch. You've been warned. Don't spoil it for yourself or anyone else. So here we go. Why am I so giggly? Oh my god. So this is my next whip, and I had to cast this on after I finished this, because I'm knitting that one and it's hurting my hand. So I had to cast on something else, and I just thought, let's start Christmas knitting. So basically I plan on knitting absolutely everyone's socks. Like, why am I doing this to myself? But I love it. I love gifting socks. I think I grew up getting like a pair of knitted socks almost every Christmas from my granny, and it's like so precious. I feel like gifting knitting is like, it's like comforting, and there's just something about knitting in general that is so warming, and you know, I'm sure people know what I mean. But I think it's special for someone to get a knitted thing, like, and I love knitting socks. I've got so many socks that I'm pretty sure I can refrain from knitting myself socks and knit other people's socks now. So, well, not that I haven't been, anyway, blah 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 blah. I've started knitting Christmas socks, and for the majority I probably will be knitting scrappy socks because I like knitting scrappy socks. I have a lot of balls of wool to knit scrappy socks, but like I was saying, I am running out of the patterned ones to put in, so it is just stripy now. I still like it, don't get me wrong, I do still like it. This is a men's size 9. So it turns out that basically like every male on my girlfriend's side is like a size 9. So basically I'm just gonna knit a lot of size 9 socks, throw them in a box. Come Christmas, I'll put them to people. So I did actually try, well, I say a different heel. Basically I did my heel flap and gusset, but inside out. So this would normally be the inside, and I put it on the outside because I seen other people do it and I was like, oh, that looks cool. But I don't know how I feel about it. Like I don't know how I feel about it. One thing that I will say, which is so satisfying, is the join here. That is not gonna focus. Don't know how well you can see that, but it's like so smooth and seamless. It's so satisfying. But I'll knit the other pair the same way, but I'm not gonna do it again. I'm kind of sad about that because I don't know, I was excited to do something different aesthetically, but it wasn't to be. I still like it, but I won't do it again. Nothing. Oh yeah, it's men's size 9. For for men's socks, I do 68 stitches. Yeah, I've not really got that much feedback from men that I've knitted socks, so people have said that it fits them, so I'm guessing it fits. So anyway, I'd be too scared to do a 64. I'd rather knit them too big and have them like be house slippery socks than knit them too small. So it's 68 stitch, 2.5 needles, and that's pretty much all to say on that. Yeah, I'm excited to knit a lot of socks. I'm always excited to knit socks. I don't think I'll ever get bored of it. That's a lie. I did go through a phase of knitting like 2 socks a week. And I did kind of get burnt out with that. But we're back, refreshed, ready to knit everyone's socks for Christmas. So that's it for knitting finished objects and whips for now. And I will go on to acquisitions. Now, I said last time that I was like, I'll never have acquisitions, like, you know, not that much money, all that jazz. But it was my birthday last week, and I asked everyone for wool. Yeah, I had to. I actually really like saying to people, buy me wool. Like, I said sock wool for like everyone, and I think my girlfriend had to learn what sock yarn is, like what's suitable for socks. Why can't I explain this? Like, she had to like research what socks. Apparently she went onto my Ravelry and looked at what yarn I'd use and went from there. Anyway, and I'm sure she taught everyone else what what sock yarn was. What will I start with? So my girlfriend's little sister got me 2 balls of sock yarn, and I love these. Like, I'm obsessed. How gorgeous is that? I love it. I love it. Now I've got 200 grams of I've got 2 balls, and they are 4-ply, 350 meters. Like, I could definitely get another one of these out of it. Oh, I always get a pattern. I love it so much, and then I want to knit like 5. So I'm like, oh, that would be nice as one of these. Like, don't get me wrong, they would be beautiful as socks, and I'd happily knit 2 pairs, 3 pairs of socks with these. Oh, but wouldn't it be gorgeous as one of these? I'm looking at like every ball of wool and going, that would be good for this. That would be perfect. Yeah, it's a problem. Anyway, so that was from her. I love it so much. I cherish every ball, every scrap, every thing in the world of knitting that is gifted or handed down or given to me to look after and knit something with. Like, I treasure that so much. There is something about knitting that is so homely and comforting and like happy. I love the world, and that's why I wanted to do this. Like, even if like a handful of people watch it, like that's enough. I don't know, I think I have just too much excitement and love for the knitting world that I just have to like, I have to talk about it. So the next lot is sock wool, and I have broken into these to knit those scrappy pairs of socks already. Is a big, oh, that was painful. A big bag of Fable Drops sock yarn. My friend Emily got me these, and I'm sure my girlfriend led her in this direction as well. I'll not go through the names because do they even have? No, they do have names. I know they have names. I'll not go through the names. I'm just gonna and put them here. So cool mustard, love it. A blue stripy situation, a purple stripe, um, turquoisey fade thing, and some solids, more solids. I'm just looking at one thing that my girlfriend got me for my birthday was pre-ordering the 52 weeks of socks. I know that everyone knows about that book, and I've been wanting to get that for my birthday. Like, it's such a special book, I feel like, that I wanted it for my birthday. Like, I wanted it to have that sentimental, like, they got it for me, and it's, you know, it's a special book anyway because it's absolutely stunning. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get it. I'm so excited. So I'm looking like at every sock wool and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to look at the book and be like, that's perfect for that. So yes, what my girlfriend got me, she decided to like look for some higher end, high end. I swear I like put this on and I forget like what phrase is high end yarn. That's right. I don't know. And she went on to Countess Ablay's website and she got me. I have like everything surrounding me. 2 balls of yarn. I'll go for this one first. This is Absorbable 100 in the, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. It is the 1391 colorway. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Now this is not a sock yarn, and it's 100 grams. It's 100 grams, 4 ply, 400 meters. Oh, and I really want to knit this, but I just don't know what to make. I'm thinking like just, it's so soft. It says virgin wool, but I'm sure it says on the website that it's merino virgin wool, merino wool. I want to knit this in just like a cowl so that in winter it's just a beautiful, and I know that my girlfriend got it for me and it's special and it's soft, like it's really soft. And I just love these funky colours at the moment. Obviously you can't see all of them because they're wrapped in it, but oh, I'm just loving the vibes of these at the moment. Like, oh, I just love it. So that's special, really special. And then she got me this. Oh my gosh, is that not just like the most beautiful thing? This is a Zorba flower. I've never had a plate before and they always look so fancy and I'm like so excited to have one. It's a Zorba flower in the 1603 colourway. I'm not gonna pronounce that and that's not gonna focus, which is really annoying. But it's like turquoises, purples, pinks, and I know that it's gonna knit up to be like a faded, variegated. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. And I saw it and I was like, that's what this is gonna be. I'm gonna knit the Feather and Fan. That's not right. Feather Shawl by, oh my god, I can't remember. I will link it below, but it's like a, it's not like a triangle shawl, it's like more like a, and then a long shawl. That's not, I'll link it below, and I've seen a lot of people knit it. In fact, I'm gonna I'm gonna link, it was actually another YouTuber, she did one and that's where I was like, okay, that's cool, I really like that. It was her version that made me want to knit it, so I'll link that below as well. And she did a really bright contrast for her mohair. It's like solid and then mohair, solid mohair, pretty much like this actually. Oh, I love that vibe at the moment, obviously. And I saw it, I was like, that's perfect for that. But then I had to go out, oh what a shame, and buy some mohair for this. And we both agreed that I had to go for a better quality mohair than drops for this. And I just had to, like, I was like, I've got some birthday money, I'm gonna actually get a nicer mohair for this, because this is gonna be so special to wear and I want it to be super soft because I'm gonna be wrapping myself up in it. So I got, now is this cheating? No, it's not. I wanted to try the Rowan mohair for so long because I've heard so many people say that actually this is like one of the best quality mohairs. So it's definitely been on my wish list. Oh, okay, yeah. Did I say that? So I got this colour. This is not got a colour name on it. But this, they had 4 colours on sale. And you know what? I wanted to get, originally I either wanted to get this colour to go in between or like a completely opposite on the colour wheel colour. And I looked and I was like trying to match it up. But at the end of the day, I wanted to go for I just wanted to stick with this colour story. And it just so happened that this one was on sale. So I was like, well, perfect, to be honest. This is going to be so special. I can already tell that this is so soft. I've not actually, like, I'm going to look so weird here, but maybe it's definitely softer. I'm excited to put it, like, actually like make something and wear it. Because I've only knitted with drops mohair, and to me that's really soft. So if people are saying that this is softer, then I am all on board for this. Like, I'm so excited. How beautiful does this look together? Oh, I'm so excited to knit that. Like, I got this. In fact, I only got this yesterday. Oh my god, I've got mohair in my mouth. I got that yesterday and I was itching to cast it on. I was like, don't do it. don't do it, let's show it, let's show you how beautiful it is. So I didn't, but I really want to cast it on, but I think I'm gonna knit that test knit, that pink top test knit, and alongside that knit the sock, and when I'm finished those, or finished one of those, I will cast this on. I'm so excited. I've already knitted, no, I have knitted 2 shawls before. One was for my girlfriend's nan. Oh, that was actually really nice. I like that one. That was mohair held with a DK, I think. Could not tell you for the life of me what pattern that was. No idea. And I made just like the most basic triangle shawl because I accidentally bought 3 balls of 50-gram 4-ply. One second. My girlfriend has just come home with an IKEA delivery because we're doing up the house and we need so much stuff. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so the light went a wee bit, so I've moved it forward a bit. I'm back. Like I was saying, so yeah, I only knitted 2 shawls before, and the second one, which I made for myself, this is like when I was first buying sock wool, and I accidentally bought 3 50-gram balls of 4-ply wool, but it didn't have the nylon in, and I was like, that's a shame. So it was like the dead of winter in our old house, which was a tenement, did not have double glazing or anything like that. So I basically knit it out of necessity, and it was just like the most basic triangle short ever. I've still worn it, like I still throw it on all the time. I just have it next to me on the sofa all the time and I throw it on. And no other shawl, well, here's the thing, if I'm going to spend a lot of time on a project, I'm going to knit a jumper. I never really had like the urge or the want to knit a shawl. I see everybody knitting like really beautiful Stephen West shawls, and I know people are like, oh, I was scared of knitting a Stephen West shawl because I thought it was going to be really difficult, but actually it's all right, like, you know, it's quite simple. But I'm still like, I don't believe you. I'm not even gonna try because I know that like I'm watching like experienced knitters take like so long over his stuff, and I'm just scared that I'll get really nice wool for it. I'll get halfway and I'm like, I'm burnt out. And normally if I get burnt out and I put it in a corner, it doesn't really get picked up. I don't really pick it up again. And then it just gets to my anxiety and I'm like, oh, that's in the corner. I don't like having things like that. Long story short, coming back to the here and now, I feel like this shawl is doable for me. I don't know why I do. I think it's because like I actually really like the design, and if I like this, I saw it and I was like, oh, that looks difficult, but I really want it, so I'm going to master it. And I feel like all knitting is like that. Like you'll look at it and you go, that's difficult, but you'll read it and you're like, oh, actually it's fine. Like it's just a different version of what you already know. And then once you get into that language, it's all right, you know, like, and then you learn and then you memorize it and then you know, you've got that skill now. And actually part of the shawl is kind of like this. I've seen like it's kind of wavy and then it has the mohair in it, and each different solid section is a bit different, I think. So yeah, do you know what? I'm actually at a point now, I got really burnt out with knitting, and I think it was literally because I was knitting ranunculuses and Jessie made bralettes. So I got really burnt out, and at that time I was kind of at a point where I was like, No, I just want to knit things that I already know the skill how to do. Like, I don't want to knit anything at the moment where I'd have to learn a new skill. But now I'm like, no, give me all the new things. I want to learn something new. So I think I'll learn something new making that. And that one, like I said, that one version made me want to make it. So hopefully I'll get that started soon. I'm so excited to knit it, like I'm so excited. It's gonna be like made out of really good quality yarn, and I know that if it's made out of this really good quality yarn, and obviously my girlfriend got it for me and it's really special like that, that I will wear it. Right at the beginning of my knitting journey actually, I vowed to myself that nothing that I knit is too special to wear. Does that make sense? Nothing that I wear. I want to wear everything that I knit and not be afraid to ruin it. Because I've spent so many hours like this, like I spent so many hours on it and it's so precious. But I am gonna wear it to death. I'm gonna wear it to death. I can always knit another one. I can always knit another one in different yarn, in so many different ways, and nothing that I knit is too special to wear. I've made a vow to myself. Yeah, so I'm excited to wear that and knit it. Now, I actually got something else. When I bought that mohair, I got something else. Again, if you are my family, do not watch this. Go away. Because I'm planning Christmas gifts. Do not watch. Go. Okay. So when I ordered that, in fact, when I ordered that, I use Knit Pro interchangeable, the metal ones, and to be honest, I didn't look at the pattern for that feather and fan. That is not what it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but that for that shawl, it's gonna be so annoying. Maybe I'll try and put a picture up on the video because that would be so annoying. Anyway, yeah, I didn't look at what cable size you need for it, but I only have the cable sizes that came with the set, which I'm pretty sure is like a 40, 60 and 80 cable. I've rebought the 40 and 60. So I've got two sets of those. Yeah. But I've not got any bigger than that, so I thought I'll get 100cm cable. Also when I'm like knitting top down, I want to try it on, I need to put a larger cable on. And normally I like use the screw thing that where you could put two cables together. Normally I do that, but I thought, well, I'll get the 100 and I can just put that in it and try it on. So that's another reason why I got it. So I threw that in because obviously I wanted to go up to 25 to get the free delivery. That was only like £2 though. Anyway, and I also just threw in another Fables sock yarn. Don't really have any neutrals to put in, so I just got this. But that's cheap and cheerful too. So yeah, this is now for a Christmas present. Now, I so hope that I am not taking on too much. I really hope that I can do this. Like, I believe in myself, I can do this. So my mum is really knit worthy, like really knit worthy, and I hope that that I've knit her like socks before, but I've not knit her anything else, I don't think. And she is so knit worthy. I think that anything that I knit her is going to a good home, which obviously makes a whole world of difference and is really good motivation to knit this. So I knit my little sister a Felix jumper out of the leftovers from my Felix jumper and the jumper that I knit before that, which was the grey one. If you watched my everything that I've knitted, yeah, so that was back when I didn't really believe the patterns where they were like, you need 200 grams, and I was like, no, I need like 300 grams. So I always overbought. So I had a lot of those two left over, and they were the same yarns. So I just decided, let's put them together and just make a Felix jumper and hand that to give that to my little sister. And my mum was like, oh, I'd like one of those, I'd like a jumper, I'm jealous, or whatever she said. So ever since, I'm like jumping all over the place to get to this point, but ever since I seen the ranunculus, I was like, that is so something my mum would wear. Like, it is so something my mum would wear. And ever since I have gotten made the pattern, I'm like, she needs one, I need to make her one. So this is the Christmas, this is the time I am going to do it. I know that I can do it. Like, I mean, how many have I made? I am actually halfway through knitting my girlfriend one too, which I really need to finish, but I got these. This is also Rowan. This is another one that was on offer, but see, on the website, it is a wee bit darker than that in real life, but on the website this looked like a purple brown, and I thought this was going to be a bit more brown in real life, because I wanted to knit her like a deep colour. I didn't want to knit black because that's literally impossible to knit, and I wouldn't enjoy it, but she would probably really like a black one. But I was like, nah, that's not happening. I'm never knitting with black wool, like, never. It's just not fun. And I try not to wear black anyway, so win-win. Anyway, I wanted to knit like a deep colour, and I was thinking like maybe a deep brown would be like a good, you know. So I seen this and I was like, ooh, that's actually really nice. I could definitely see her wearing that. And I thought it was going to be more brown than this, but I still think she'll love it, and I still think she'll wear it. And I hope that she doesn't get it and like, oh, that's too special to wear. I'm definitely going to have to tell her to not think that. But it's so soft, and I'm really happy that I was able to get a good quality yarn for her. Oh my god, this is like the one downfall to knitting with mohair, is that it gets everywhere. I'm used to it actually, I don't really care. Like, my girlfriend was like, when I first started knitting with mohair, it was everywhere, and like my girlfriend was like, oh, like finding it like everywhere. But we've both come to terms with it. I think we're both over it. I hope she's over it, because I knit with it like for like every project now. So yeah, so that is my plans. In fact, now that I just sit here at night, I don't know if, I'm sure a lot of people do know the cherry jumper from Knit Cafe Midori. Oh, I'm butchering that. But she has, or they have a pattern called Cherry, and it is beautiful. It is mohair again, and it's sort of like, it comes up higher, and it's mohairy, and it's got like circles up here, around here. And I actually bought the yarn to make that. It was 3 balls of drops mohair in the curry colourway, and I've been wanting to make that for so long, but I am actually waiting to finish my girlfriend's ranunculus because I want to use the colour that I'm knitting that with to do the contrast circles, because they are just perfect together, and I'm too scared to use any of that yarn until I finish it, because I don't want to have to buy another one to finish her ranunculus. Yeah, so maybe I could do a cherry. But it was the ranunculus that I was like, that is so her, so it's probably gonna be a ranunculus. But a cherry would be nice too. I'm pretty sure that is everything. I feel like I have like so much more to say, but there's nothing else to say. Why am I sitting here like, there's so much more to say. I feel like I could talk for so long about everything else I have in my head to do with knitting, because I'm going back to college, so I get a SAS, and the first SAS payment is a double payment, and I'm sitting here going, I really want to invest in some nice yarn, so I am I'm scouring Ravelry, I'm looking at my favourites, and I'm like, yes, oh, it might actually be possible for me to make that. And there is one that I found, in fact I found it on Pinterest, and it just so happened to be from 2013 Pom Pom magazine. It was actually on the cover, and it is beautiful. I will link it down below. Probably, I don't think anyone's seen it. It's not many people have made it on Ravelry actually. I don't know why, because it's absolutely beautiful. And in fact, I don't normally look at a pattern and look at what yarn they've made on colourway and go, I want to recreate that, I want it exactly like that. And you know, that happened for like the first time with this in their colourways, and I was like, oh, that's so nice. And it happened again with this one, and it's like a sage green. And I've looked through other people's projects and they do different colours. I'm like, no, it has to be that green. And I think I suit green because I'm ginger, and I think green really suits me. So I'm like, well, it has to be, doesn't it? So I'm definitely not going to pre-buy that wool in case I'm definitely going to knit it, do not get me wrong, but I don't like to buy wool for projects that I'm going to be knitting in maybe like a month or more, just because the yarn's always, unless it's on offer, the yarn or the pattern's on offer, it's always going to be there. And in fact, it might even be on offer by the time I knit it. I doubt it, but it's always possible. So I don't like to buy for projects so far in advance. Yeah, I really want to make that, and I really want to make the jumper by Fibre Tales. That's like the one that she made is white and mohair, and it's got textures here, and it's just stunning. And that is, do you know what? Funnily enough, that is also one that I'm like, oh, I need to knit that in white. I need to recreate what she has done. So that's kind of what I'm feeling at the moment. Definitely feeling the autumn, winter knits. I'm over the summer knits, to be honest. I've knitted so many. I don't think I need any more. I will finish the outline tank. Not sure when actually, because I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the cotton yarn anymore. Not that I really did at the beginning, right enough. It hurts my hands, and I prefer to wear wool. but I'm definitely moving on to winter knits and I love it. I will knit winter knits all year round, and in Scotland you can definitely get away with wearing, I wear my ranunculus every single day, no days off. Apart from, if you can hear that, that is torrential rain. Um, Apart from like a couple of days where it was literally like pushing 30, that's an exaggeration, where it was like high 20s, and I was like, okay, I can't wear it today, but yeah, I wear it every day, and some days I actually feel like I need to wear more, so winter knits will always be needed all year round, and I love it. I love it so much. That is everything. I could go on for hours, like I said, but I'm not. So thank you for watching. One thing I will say is, and I heard somebody else say this, is um, two people commented on my last video, but I'll get the notification. I can read what they say, but then as soon as I click onto it, it's not showing in the comments, and I can't reply to it. So I'm not ignoring you, but it's not letting me see it. Like, I've tried to mess around with like the settings and everything, but I can't. It's gone now. Like, it's gone. Like, I don't know how to fix that. I mean, I'm awful at technology, but I've tried my hardest and I can't fix it. Like, and I heard other people talk about it as well. But anyway, if that happens again, like, I'm really sorry, but I don't know how to fix it. I've heard other people talk about it too, so. And maybe in their videos they might say how they fixed it, and if they do, then I will also try and do that. But thank you so much. It means so much that people are willing to watch this, and I hope people continue to watch it. I'll stop saying thank you, I'll stop saying goodbye, and I'll just go. Bye.